John 16, verse 26. In that day you will make request of the Father in my name. In saying this, I do not mean that I will make request for you. 27. For the Father himself has affection for you, because you have had affection for me and have believed that I came as God's representative. This passage is helpful for people to understand that Jesus is not God himself, but God's representative. 1. Jesus distinguishes between himself and the Father. Jesus says, "You will make request of the Father in my name." If Jesus were God, there would be no need to direct prayer to someone else. Instead, Jesus clearly shows, the Father is the one who hears prayers. Jesus' role is to give access, not to replace God. This establishes two distinct persons, not one God acting in different forms. 2. Jesus says he does not need to request. Instead of them, he continues, I do not mean that I will make request for you. This means Jesus is not the ultimate recipient of prayer. He is not the final authority. He is not positioning himself as God. Rather, he directs attention away from himself and toward the Father. 3. The Father himself has affection for you. This statement is powerful. Jesus explains that God's love for the disciples is direct. It does not require Jesus to convince God. The Father acts independently and personally. If Jesus were God, this wording would make little sense, because God would simply be loving himself. Instead, Jesus speaks as someone separate from God. 4. I came as God's representative. This is the key phrase. You have believed that I came as God's representative. A representative is sent, speaks on behalf of another, has authority given, not inherent. A representative is never the same as the one who sent him. Jesus does not say, I came as God, I am God. He says, I came from God, I represent God. This fits perfectly with scriptures that call Jesus God's Son, God's messenger, God's anointed one. 5. The logical conclusion from this scripture, this passage teaches that the Father is the true God who hears prayers. Jesus is the appointed mediator. Jesus has authority because God gave it to him. Love flows from God to humans, not from Jesus acting as God. So this scripture helps people see that Jesus is not God himself, but God's obedient son and representative.